Okay, morning guys. It is the next day after what we thought was going to be a storm. How much rain do you think we got?
Like 2/10.
Yeah,
maybe?
like barely any.
A normal amount.
Yeah, so unfortunately I kind of pressured him to shut this thing down because I just didn't want him to get caught out in the rain because it goes down every time it storms really bad. So he went and shut it off last night, so now he's shutting it, or he's turning it back on. He's shutting it back on.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I know. Well, there was like apparently a 50-mile-an-hour wind, and every time that kind of happens, there's like a ridiculous Kansas dust bowl storm happening, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I went outside to film, and lightning literally struck right outside the house. I didn't get that on film because I was terrified. I didn't have anything metal on me or anything. I was running around the yard in the rain. This one always takes a second. You have to wait for it to get all pressured up. If you've been watching, you remember that we talked about this spot last year. This spot right here got doused in fertilizer because a tank broke one year, so it definitely messed up the growth of this spot. But look at the difference. So here's this corn. It's like up to here, and then just a little bit away. Oh my gosh, look at the ears on this thing. Holy crap. Yeah, so there's just a little example of what fertilizer can do to mess stuff up. This is from like past wind and hail damage, but it's recovering nicely. There's some big fat ears on here. Look at this one. Yeah, these are huge. We were shocked after all of the hail and storms and everything like that this year. We thought that everything was going to be pretty stunted, but it looks fine. I never get to show you guys the difference in all of the motors we have. So we have a couple of natural gas motors, but here's an example of one of our electric ones. This is what everybody is switching to. It's a lot less maintenance. I'm sure they cost about the same. We don't ever have to come out here unless we're restarting it or it's an electrical issue. I'm sure most of y'all already know that, but just thought I'd mention it. Okay, next. You guys came with me to this one. I don't know if I'm gonna get out. And look at that mud. That's probably not a good idea. This is the one that I checked the oil drip on, and it wasn't working. So now that it's hotter outside, maybe he has to shut that valve just a little bit because it might be dripping a lot faster than it was yesterday. Hopefully we don't have issues with this one. We really didn't want to drive down here because it's so nasty. I probably shouldn't get out. I am the master of getting a ton of mud all over my muck boots and then getting in his nice pickup with my nasty boots. So we're not gonna do that. I'm learning, all right? I'm learning. So yeah, there's a sprinkler now across the road. Oh, God forbid we have music playing in the background. Can't do that. Okay, we're at the next one, and I just wanted to show you this little lone standing plant. It's like as tall as me, sitting like this, and there's 2 pollinated ears on it. How cute! Oh, there's another one. The one that we changed oil at the other day. I'm gonna check the drip for him, and he's gonna check the oil level. Perfect! He's checking the pressure. I like their soaking wet. I don't even know if you can tell. There's a lot of water at that last stop. We had to fix a ball valve that got pushed open by some cord. What a mess. Hopefully this fixed it. The sprinkler is moving away from me in this clip, so it knocked open that ball valve while it was getting pushed through the corn. It took us a while, but we got it flipped back over to the other side. Doing this got me thinking about the fact that I need some women's-sized clothes that can dry really fast. If you guys have any suggestions on fast dry clothing, leave them in the comments. I just think it's time to start investing in some clothes that keep me dry throughout the day, because this was the morning. I still had to work the full day in wet clothes, so please help. By myself today. I was gonna use the mic. I just don't know how close to hold it up to my face without acting like I'm doing ASMR. I'm doing a farm ASMR series, by the way, to all the people that thought that was funny. So Yeah, I'm here by myself today. Zach is out spraying on the other side of the farm, and that is like quite a ways away, you know, driving distance. So I gotta check everything. He has to check everything a million times, which is really, really good for his job. But maybe I can help him out a little bit. I gotta check the oil. This is the one where the oil was not dripping at all, and he had to mess with it one time to get it going again. And then on that really cool morning, I messed with it, kind of fixed the problem. So it's been running kind of smooth since then, but let's make sure, because I haven't seen it since then. Let's see. Okay, grip's good, and we're ready to go to the next one. This road is really muddy, so hopefully I can get it on camera. Oh, jeez. I seriously enjoy doing these kind of jobs so much. I know it's not really considered much of a job because at the moment, because all I'm doing is driving around and checking sprinklers, but it feels good to help. I like it. And I like working around no people. I don't like working with people anymore. I used to do bartending and nursing and working in hospitals, and I'm over it. See if we can get to this one. It's right across the street from the other one. Oh my god, there's little baby frogs running all around the road. They're so cute. Alright, squirrel. A sidetracked again, Jesus. I don't think this one's very close to the road yet, so I'm gonna check the drip on it as well. It's another electric one. This is pretty interesting, I'll show you this. It gets to this point, you just realize that the sprinkler goes wherever it wants, and it doesn't stop or wait for anybody, including the motor. So I'm gonna get soaking wet doing this.
Me not knowing what I'm doing and not recording the sound the whole time.
What a rookie move. Electric motor sounds in 3, 2, 1. Okay, filmed all of that without sound. I checked the drip. We are good to go. All right, goodbye. Heading to the next one. I got soaked and I still have a few more to go, so that's fun. But it is really freaking hot outside, so it's actually pretty pleasant. Oh my gosh, there's little frogs everywhere. Hold on. Let's see if you can see any hopping across the road. Oh, there's one. There's two. Oh, gosh, dang it. They're everywhere. You can probably see it on video better than I can see it with my eyes. Yep, there's another one. Say goodbye to 11. Say goodbye to 12. We're off to 1 out of 2 more in this area, and then I gotta go get the pickup and check another one because Zach just got a text, one of them not be moving. Someone had a really good question on gearboxes and how often we change those and tires. You probably already saw the vlog with the tires, but gearboxes, you know, they go out fairly often. So that's kind of what I am trying to diagnose at the moment because he never gets a stop text from that particular sprinkler. So we'll just see. Oh my gosh, look at these sunflowers. Some of my city friends think that I'm crazy for wanting to be out here and asking me if it's scary. Honestly, I hate crowds and people so much that I'd rather be scared of a bobcat or coyote attack, which wouldn't happen, as opposed to a human attack, if you will. Crap, guys, look at this corn. What happened? This was like the slowest, well, not the slowest, but one of the slowest progressing fields we had, and look at it. It's a jungle in here. Alright, let's go check the drip on this one, and then we gotta check the one right by our house. Oh, I forgot I have to go over here to do that. Probably the fastest one. On my way, I'm by myself. On my way back to the house, gotta get the pickup, and I gotta head to that other sprinkler and make sure she's walking and not going backwards. That's what Zach said, to diagnose a bad center drive. If it walks backwards after it's been walking, then it's a bad one. So Hopefully that's not the case here because he's not here at the moment, and we're getting so close to the end. We're getting so close to harvest. And the reason why you guys never see a combine in the vlogs is because it's something cool for you guys. I had no idea just how cool this was until recently, but I'm really excited to show you guys what harvest is going to look like this year. Here's that corn that I show you guys how to clean nozzles on most of the time. My favorite kind of nozzles. Anyway, made it out here and it looks like everything is fine, and it was just kidding and pretended to stop moving, I guess, but it's totally fine. So Zach doesn't have to fix anything, and I also don't have to fix anything. I've been doing farm ASMR videos, and it's like one of the funnest things to do, so I'm gonna keep doing them. Farm ASMR. Okay, so this is what I would have checked, and now I see why this would have been such a problem, because I would have had to go to the end of this and made sure that it was walking. Kind of glad that it still is walking, because that would have been a trek, because it's a wild jungle to get back in there. So everything's good. So glad it is. By the way, if you don't follow my other social media, look at this corn update. What the heck? These were just like itty bitty plants, and now they're monstrous. Can't even touch them. This is just a really, really pretty circle. All right, looks like everything's good here. I'm gonna head back home, and I think everything is checked for the night. So now when Zach gets off of work from spraying, he can just come home and not have to worry about chicken sprinklers. So that will be pretty sweet. Well, I really lucked out a few times today. I like showing you guys what goes into checking these things. It's like a morning and a night ritual, and sometimes it can take hours to do it. If you guys know pivots, you know that that's just how it is. That's why when they hire somebody on and they call them the sprinkler guy, it's because that's literally what they're doing all day. It's not just checking sprinklers like I originally assumed. You got to get out there and put eyes on stuff so you know what's going on and staying on top of it. And when you're outnumbered by sprinklers and motors and everything else, it's a full-time job. Even in the winter, I'm going to have vlogs for you guys, and that's going to be when we're maintaining them and running through every single pivot and every single tower, every single tire, every single gearbox, every single thing has to be checked and maintenance. Anyways, I don't know what's happening, but thank you guys for 8K, and also thank you for 28K on Instagram. I love you guys so much. Y'all are going crazy. I appreciate all the newbies. Tell me what you guys want to see. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Okay, love you. Bye.